Greetings, all ones, dearly beloved ones. I am Horus, highly ascended one, and I am so happy that you are here to join the masters and to join all the archangels and the star beings of love. For us, it is wonderful to be able to bring to you our wisdom and our joy and our love with you. And you've learned so much tonight, you always do. You always learn so much at these divine places. You feel the peace and the love, knowing that here you can feel the light and the wisdom in your heart. And I, as Horus, am very happy to be here at this time to bring you my wisdom in a meditation to help you advance in your life, become stronger in your heart. This was one of my great teachings when I was Horus upon planet Earth. Many times, lifetimes ago in ancient Egypt. In ancient Egypt, I was well known as a great leader. I was always well known for leading my men into battles, and we learned so much about staying together with one thought and with one might. Many other armies would invade our beloved land, and they would many times fall over because we were stronger. We may not have always been greater in numbers. Many times they came to us greater in numbers, and they thought they had all the power. But then Horus's army stood up. And Horus's army didn't seem as though their numbers were great. They were known as the wise army, the army with light. So the others feared our army, and that already made them weak. And I know that many trembled at their knees because they always knew that we stood in our power. And I have often taught you why we were so strong. But at this time I wish to teach you a different aspect of claiming the heart, of feeling the heart. Because the teachings of tonight, Lord Emmanuel, was to live in the heart and to let all pain go in the heart. And we always worked with this, especially before a battle. Before a battle, we always brought in the light in our hearts. And because we were a very proud people, we were always building each other up, laughing, having joy. We had fun, great entertainment. We sang, we danced, we ate well. Why? Because this not only fed our bellies, but it fed our hearts. We appreciated everything about our lives. We appreciated our wives, our children, our mothers and fathers. And we always appreciated all of life. We in ancient Egypt were connected with all the elements upon the earth. We had a great respect for that. We had a great respect for the gold and the silver, the diamonds. We had a great respect for all. And yes, we had much. We traded so much. We had the finest materials, the finest of things, the finest of food. We were wealthy. We considered ourselves very, very wealthy. We were healthy too. Whereas those who tried to overtake our land, often they were sickly. Why? Because they did not enjoy their lives. This is why many came, tried to invade Egypt. Egypt, the land of strength and of holiness. So as you can see, the motive for fighting against our army was great. Because we had all great things. But what they didn't realize is that we lived in our hearts. And the more that we lived in our hearts, the greater the blessing. So we were a blessed people. We always knew, always live in the heart. When we as a people sat together, including our little ones, especially the young boys, not yet ready to fight in the battles, but they learned from the older men, we invited them in. And we invited the girls and the women because we needed feeding and wine and water. And they also heard the fine lessons. And that was a great blessing for them. So we all learned together as a people. And we always prayed to the light above to bring us light into our hearts. And the first thing we always did was we forgive our enemies, for they mean harm to us, but we do not mean harm to them. If blood is lost, we let it go, for we know that if our men die on the fields of war, they go to a holy place because we've forgiven the others. Can you live like this, we wonder? Can you forgive everybody that means harm to you? We did, because we recognized this was one of the greatest strengths that we had. They came at us with fear and with anger. We went into battle with true forgiveness and power. So on this particular night before the battle, we claimed our hearts. And we sat in our hearts. And we glorified our hearts. I'm going to give you the same meditation to you as what I gave my men in those ancient times. And this is the heart of the warrior. The heart of the one who works in the light. The heart of the one who works with the strength. The heart that wins in the battle. Please understand that we were fully in the light without anger. But we never allowed others to invade our land because this was holy to us. So if you're asking, Horus, how can you as a man of light stand here teaching us all these things? Then I will say to you, this is how we felt about our land and our people. And if you lived in my days, you would have done the same because you would have felt it was a part of you. So let us begin, dear friends. So we always brought in the light together, and we breathed in the light. And we said to the light, light, glorify us as a people, and make us strong in our power, so we do not fear, but we feel our strength within us. So that when we go to battle tomorrow, we face those ones who choose to kill us, but we will stand there with the light, and we have forgiven them, and we will win in the light. And then they breathed it in, and they breathed it out. And they breathed in the power of the light. And as they breathed it in, they felt the power coming inside of them. They felt the strength and the pride of being strong. I ask you to do the same. Feel the pride coming inside of your hearts. Your heart loves pride. Do you know that? Breathe in the pride. As you breathe in the pride, you're talking to your heart. For a moment, I ask you to go in deeper and pretend, just imagine, you're in front of me now with a great army. Just imagine. And you feel no fear, knowing that when you stand together in the light, you will be so strong. And you know these others, they are faint with fear, knowing that we're doing something that they do not understand. Do you know what they called us? The magical men. And they were afraid of magic. Well, we had no magic. We worked with light. That was our magic. You also work with light. So breathe this in. And as you are sitting there, as part of the people, you're feeling the greatness. Breathe it in. Allow yourself to go there. And imagine that you're part of my proud army. No fear in your heart. And you're feeling the oneness together as a people. And I ask you to do this. Go inside of your heart chambers now, friends. Breathing in and feeling the light in your heart chambers. As this is where all your strength is. This is what you need to win the battle of life. This is what you need to find all your direction in your life. Go inside of your heart. And you do. See the light in your heart. Bring in the light. Breathe in the light. Be in the light. Feel the light. Feel the power of the light. But breathing it in. Don't be afraid to go in there. And as you stand there in your heart chambers, look all around you. Stand with your arms spread out and say to the heart, heart, beat faster with me. For I long to be in a closer union with you and to feel you and to be proud as a human. For I know that when I am in the heart and I feel the love within my heart, I stand as a warrior in the heart. I allow no anger to be part of me now, for I realize that anger is my weakness. I let it go. I let go of all that try and hurt me or think bad about me. I let go of all that I am that is not pure in the light. For I stand in my light and I stand in my strength. I feel the love through me. I breathe in the love and I breathe in the power. And I breathe who I am. Let the wisdom and the glory be mine to have. Let it be mine to have. And then you go deeper inside of the heart. And imagine you are in this beautiful place that is of light, which is in your heart. And we're bringing you these frequencies, so you're seeing it in your mind. Just follow me as I bring this to you. And you're seeing this gift. And this gift is all wrapped up. It's beautiful. and you lift it up and you open it, and it's more light. There's more light. And the light is so beautiful. And you look in the light and you feel the strength coming inside of your heart. And you feel the power coming inside of your heart. And you feel that pride, the pride of a human. You are part of the light race. And the light race knows much more than the others. Your wisdom is shining much more than the others. And you bring it in. And you say to yourself, I'm part of the light race. I'm proud to be part of the light race. And I bring it in. I feel it within my heart. And my heart is beating faster with the light. It's strong. It can stand up. It feels. It's connected. You breathe it in and you breathe it out. And as you do so, your heart frequencies become more alive. For you're connecting and you're talking to your heart. And your heart loves feeling your power and your strength. It loves this. It soaks it up. For this is where you find your strength and your inner guidance. And the more you talk to it like this, the more your life becomes more guided and beautiful, and the more you see your life as beautiful. And so slowly just release it and come back to the army and in front of me. And imagine you're looking at all the people that are around you, and you're feeling the same strength among the people. The pride that is in their hearts, the knowing, the belief that they will never go to a battle with fear in their hearts. They know the light is in their hearts, and they know that when they stand together with this light in their hearts, that nothing can invade their land. And so, friends, you breathe it in and you breathe it out, remembering this time. For whenever you feel weak in your life, come back to this time and feel the unity between the people. Feel the purpose and the love and the greatness that we built. And you're part of it. You're part of it when you come here. You're part of it. And slowly come back to your space with the breath in and the breath out. Remembering everything that you learned. Remembering everything that you felt and the power you felt in your heart. Feeling your feet touching the earth and feeling your toes wriggle. And feeling the breath, the sacred breath. Breathing in and breathing out. For the breath is your gateway to higher light and higher guidance. The breath is the gateway to higher consciousness and higher knowing and higher peace. And it's through the breath you can enter the chambers within your heart and talk to your heart and bring strength in your heart and bring pride in your heart. Slowly open your eyes, feeling your hands and your fingers and your shoulders. and realize why we took you there. Realize the importance of this exercise was to show you how to become strong in the heart. It was to show you how important the heart was to a mighty warrior. We knew that a strong heart holds no weakness, and a strong heart cannot fall over, and a strong heart holds the pride. We brought you to this ancient time of Egypt, and we gave you the frequencies that we held as a mighty army. And you felt the love, and you understood more about our strength together. And though we may have not been absolutely great in numbers like many of our enemies were, they always almost fell. Why? Because they felt our light in our heart. And our vibration was so much greater than theirs, and they knew it, and they trembled with fear. We knew as a mighty army that fear is a weakness in the heart. And as long as you stood with the strength in your heart, you can achieve anything. Anything. We took you into the chambers of your heart, and we allowed you to talk to your heart by bringing in the strength, and by bringing in the love, and by feeling the pride. This is what your heart desires. So this was a beautiful evening, filled with glorious gifts for you to take away. We've healed your hearts in many more ways than you realize. We ask you, please come back again and again, for every week, every teaching gives you new ways of looking at life. And you will find your life become such a great blessing. For we help you in your life. And we help you evolve in your life. And for everybody, have such a beautiful journey of peace and love. And may you come again next time and celebrate this journey with the masters and the archangels and all the ascended masters and the star beings of love who so love you. And I will say, greetings, I am Horus, highly ascended one. Greetings, dear friends.
Greetings.